Kyrie posted a link in his story to a video, and this is why he's getting in trouble. But isn't that video for sale on Amazon?
Yeah, it's an excellent point.
That's the craziest thing ever.
It's an excellent
Kyrie is getting in trouble, and Amazon's not?
Yeah.
Like, what? You want all this from
what's
him
funny
because
is,
he watched a video and he sent a link to it that you're selling.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's fucking wild. Amazon considers disclaimer to anti-Semitic film.
Oh, good for them.
Nice.
Consider it.
The company said it was working with the Anti-Defamation League to potentially add language to the page that viewers see before buying or renting the film. Meanwhile, the film is still for sale. They want him to give up $500,000. They want him to make a public apology. They want him to talk to different leaders. And the fucking video, all he did is post a link.
Yeah.
Right. What did he say? Did he say this video is amazing? And I agree 100% with everything
I think he wasn't like hate sharing it.
Even if he did, like, go and watch that video and say, I like that video, the video's for sale on Amazon.
I agree. Yeah.
That's wild that no one has an issue with that.
Yeah. Well, that's where you're into expectations.
Yeah.
A lot of celebs getting dinged for flying private.
Yeah.
They're for the environment except for private jets. And Jeff Bezos could wear a fur jumpsuit with a bald eagle around it, and no one has any expectations. And the other thing is, Jeff Bezos goes, do you want the moisturizer in 40 minutes or not? What are we playing? What are you telling me?
He's
you
retired.
fucking want it. I mean, like there's no standard expectation for him. There is for Kyrie because he has all these corporate partnerships and the NBA is like, yo, fucking.
But it's not that. It's that he's an influential individual and he's a basketball player and he's a huge star. Jeff Bezos is just a guy who owns a company, but the company is not him. The company has this video for sale.
But Jeff Bezos and Amazon would kill themselves if they only had Kyrie's influence.
Of course.
What Kyrie has is relative to Amazon.
No one's defending this. No one's defending this on either side. But what I am saying is it's pretty wild that that video is for sale. And he's in trouble.
Totally agree.
Link to it. That's let's read this here. Amazon said the film did undergo review before becoming available online, though it declined to provide details of the review and how it concluded that the film did not violate the prohibition on hate speech. What is this movie? What is it? I don't even know what it is.
I think it's like, remember that book, The Protocols of the Elders of Zion?
No.
It's just a conspiracy. You know those dudes who yell in Times Square at the Hebrew Israelites?
Here it is.
It's their movie.
Mr. Irving tweeted a link to Amazon's Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America, which includes extensive anti-Semitism, such as claims that Jews control the media and that millions of Jews did not die during the Holocaust. Huh.
The Holocaust denial is a tough one.
So does the film say no one died? Or does it say less people than they say died? But people love to stick their neck into like hornets' nests. I mean, if you deny the numbers of people that died in the Holocaust, like, what are you trying to say? You trying to say it wasn't bad?
Well, it's pointless. What? It's also meaning, well, it wasn't actually 7. It's more like 3. Okay, it's the Cosby argument. It's like, he didn't rape all them bitches. Well, say probably 8 of them. Is it 8? You know.
Well, how many do you think died? I just want to know. Like, that's what I'd say to him. Like, what do you think? You think it was 1,000?
The information is too easy to attain now. You used to, in the 90s, you had to go to a store.
You got to go to a library.
I don't even think it was a library. It was more like an independent bookstore, like a weird kind of hippie, and they'd have a UFO book. Right. And they'd have a DMT book, and they'd have a Bigfoot book. And it's basically your podcast. It was a bookstore. That's what your podcast is. It's just all these.
I was talking to Chris Rock about this last night. We're talking about like how many they've sold and how they're selling it for like, how much does it cost? The hardcover is $44.
Yeah, that's how much it costs to buy also for the movie. It's $11 to rent.
The movie you buy, it's $40?
There's a book version that came out first, and then they made a movie of the book.
But how much is the movie?
$40.
Yo.
These guys are
it's number 6 this week.
This is the book that I have up. The book is on the Amazon charts. It was also number one at one point, too.
So the book is number 6, and it was number 1. And this video is number what? Did they tell how many people are watching the video? Yeah. Does Amazon have like a thing where they let you see like how many views it's getting?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I guarantee it's a lot.
Yeah.
Selling it.
Yeah.
So Amazon must get a piece of that? How does that work? How does it work?
Amazon gets a piece of it.
So it's like a percentage thing, like Apple Store, like that kind of deal?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
They're getting their it's like it's a distribution fee. So here's the question. So with misinformation, how do you think we just have to be open, like something of a free-for-all? Holocaust denial, right? Just as like a thing. Because this is the thing that Zuckerberg said, if somebody posted Holocaust denial on Facebook, he'd accept it. And then a couple years later, he was like, I've had a change of heart. Yeah. I think I would try to get rid of it. Do we do a free-for-all? And if that leads to the demise of humanity, so be it. Or do we have some mechanism? Because that seems to be the argument, because people go, I think Alex Jones should be able to say whatever he wants. I think whoever can say whatever they want, and we have to let the chips fall where they may. Because I don't trust any human being to be in charge of this. So we just have to see where this takes us. Because there was a thing with WhatsApp, for example, owned by Meta, Mark Zuckerberg. There's a lot of misinformation on WhatsApp. They'll just blast people, blast numbers. And in the Myanmar Civil War, there was a thing, if you look this up, it'd be great, because there was a thing where they blasted misinformation. And a bunch of people went to some location and were slaughtered. It was like it was a setup, basically. Now, a free speech absolutist would say,
a genocide incited on Facebook with posts from Myanmar's military. Wow.
So that's 2018.
They posed as fans of pop stars and national heroes as they flooded Facebook with their hatred. One said Islam was a global threat to Buddhism. Another shared a false story about the rape of a Buddhist woman by a Muslim man. The Facebook posts were not from everyday internet users. Instead, they were from Myanmar military personnel who turned the social network into a tool for ethnic cleansing, according to former military officials, researchers, and civilian officials in the country. That's another problem with social media, is that there's a very distinct real number, whatever the number is, where those accounts aren't real. So whatever the number is, they know that hundreds of thousands of them are fake.